Have you ever felt that deep sinking feeling in your stomach when the rules just seem to break? When a legal decision or a major public event completely shatters your sense of fairness? It's more than just disagreeing with a political outcome. It's a kind of moral and psychological shock. It makes you question everything. Do my efforts, my beliefs, and my commitment to doing the right thing even matter anymore? This pain, whether it shows up as anger, sadness, or just a hollow emptiness, is a sign. It's a cry for connection, a cry for healing. And today, we're going to explore how to answer that cry. This feeling of justice collapse often comes in three waves. First, the rules we rely on for a sense of security are broken. When legal procedures that should be predictable suddenly aren't, when words are redefined in shocking ways, our brains signal a major threat. The rules no longer feel like a safeguard. They feel like a weapon. Second, when a public figure who symbolizes a core value, like truth or freedom, is targeted and publicly condemned, it feels like that value itself is being erased. We're left asking, if this isn't justice, then what is? And finally, the third and most agonizing layer, moral helplessness. We see the injustice, we understand it, but we feel completely powerless to change it. This is the feeling that makes us think justice itself has vanished. So why do we feel so powerless? It's because we're caught in a trap of external expectations. We're taught to believe that institutions, the government, the legal system, are supposed to provide us with fairness and order. We expect them to. But an expectation is really a demand. We're demanding that the outside world fix our inner need for security. And when it inevitably fails, the disappointment is crushing. This is our signal to let go of the specific picture we had in our heads of how things should be, and instead open ourselves up to what is actually happening. When we feel attacked by this kind of institutional injustice, our first instinct is to try and regain control. But this desire for control is a defense mechanism. It's a way of protecting ourselves from the fear of being hurt again. We might get into endless online arguments, trying to prove our moral correctness, or work ourselves to exhaustion fighting a battle we can't win. This is a form of sacrifice, a kind of false love that actually blocks us from finding real peace. If you feel exhausted, like you're doing hard labor, you're probably operating from a sense of obligation, not genuine free choice. The truth is, these conflicts and attacks serve a higher purpose. They bring our deepest, unhealed pains to the surface. Every act of injustice, no matter how harsh, is fundamentally a cry for help from the person or system expressing it. When we can see it that way, as a desperate call for love, we find a path toward resolution. This brings us to a crucial insight. The system might fail, but that doesn't mean justice itself has failed. The very fact that you feel anguish proves that you have not internalized the lie. You still know the difference between the public story and the private truth. That is where true justice lives inside you. True justice is your commitment to not lie to yourself and to not accept unfairness as your reality. To hold on to this integrity, we must change our internal perception. The most powerful tool for this is forgiveness. Now, forgiveness isn't about condoning what happened. It's a choice you make to release yourself from the role of the victim. It's about changing your perception so you are no longer chained to the pain of the past. When you harbor resentment, you're also punishing yourself, reinforcing the idea that you deserve to suffer. Forgiveness frees you from that cycle. And often, what we despise most in our opponents, the enemy, is actually a rejected part of ourselves. The conflict we see outside is a reflection of a war happening inside. When we stop criticizing and start approaching the conflict with a willingness to understand, we begin to heal that divided part of ourselves. The solution appears when we are willing to connect, not create distance. So, what are the practical steps to reclaim your power? First, restore your boundaries. Acknowledge what you cannot control, the verdict, the political system, and focus on what you can control, your own values, and your response. Your power lies in your commitment to your own truth. Second, limit your information intake. Constantly exposing yourself to the news that triggers this pain is like re-traumatizing yourself. Set specific information windows to protect your psychological energy. This allows you to focus on the internal process of feeling and healing. Third, bring justice back to small, everyday acts. In times of grand injustice, integrity is found in speaking your truth in small ways, being kind when it's hard, and refusing to participate in cruelty. When you give the support and truth you feel is lacking in the world, you begin to receive it back. The reward is the joy of giving itself. And finally, allow yourself to grieve. Don't force yourself to look on the bright side. Acknowledge the sadness. You are mourning the loss of a world you thought you knew. Allowing these feelings to flow through you without resistance is the only way to end the old pattern and find the new beginning that is waiting on the other side. Your ability to even ask, is there still justice, is the ultimate proof that true justice is alive and well inside of you. It's your integrity. No problem can withstand a 100% commitment to your inner truth. Your commitment to your freedom and your willingness to forgive the world for its confusion is your path to personal power and peace. Thanks for watching.